Percent Increase and Decrease by Luke Markley. What is a percent? Well, that's the million-dollar question. A percent is an amount in 100. 10%, or 10 with that percent sign, can be represented by 10 100ths. Percents can be represented as fractions or decimals, but it is always represented in relation to 100. So you can also have a percent that overpasses 100, like 200% as well. But like you always say on a game, you give it your full 110%. Mathematical vocabulary. A percent change is a change, increase or decrease, in a variable, or the original amount, expressed as a percentage. Percent increase is a percentage that expresses an increase over the original amount. So basically, it's an increase represented as a percent. Percent decrease is a percentage that expresses a decrease over the original amount. Doesn't make sense? Well, that's okay. We'll do some examples to freshen up your brain and vocabulary. Now, formula for percent change. The formula for percent change is listed right here. The amount of change is an increase or decrease over the original amount, and this is expressed as percent. Percent change, example 1. Find the percent change. Indicate whether it is an increase or decrease. 25 to 30. Now, first we find the amount of change, which we subtract 25 from 30 and over the original amount, which is 25. So our fraction comes out to 5/25. Now we want to get it over 100, so we multiply it by 4 to get a number over 100, or a percent. So we have 20/100ths. Now, since it's an increase, it is an increase of 20%. Percent change, example 2. Find the percent change. Indicate whether it is an increase or decrease. 50 to 20. Now subtract 20 from 50, which is the amount of change over the original amount, 50. And here we have the fraction 30/50ths. Now we multiply it by 2 to get the 100 in the denominator. So we have 60 over 100. Now, since it's a decrease, it is a 60% decrease. Product of a percent increase or decrease. Example 1. Find the product when 90 is increased by 30%. So we change the percentage to a decimal to make it easier multiplying. And we add 1 to the decimal because you want an increase. So instead of multiplying that and adding 90, you can add 1 to the amount, which is 100%. Next, we multiply them together. So 1.3 times 90 equals 117. Product of a percent increase or decrease. Example 2. Find the product when 20 is decreased by 80%. We first change the percentage to a decimal, which is 0.8, as you see here. Next, we multiply them together. So 0.8 times 20 equals 16. Then we subtract the product from the original amount since it is a decrease. So 20 minus 16 equals 4. And there's your answer. So, a discount. Well, just like you see in the stores, like a big sale or marked down price, a discount is the same thing as a percent decrease, in which an original amount is reduced for quick and abundant sale. Discount example. Now here we have admission to the Hardy Natural Science Museum is $10 for children. School field trips receive 15% discount per each student. How much is the discount per student? Well, and also how much do they have to pay? First, we change the percent to a decimal, which 15% is 0.15. Then we multiply them together. So 10 times 1.5 equals, well, 10 times 0.15 equals 1.5. So the discount for the admission price is $1.50. We subtract the discount from the original price to find the final price that the children will pay. So 10 minus $1.50 equals $8.50. And there's the final price for admission. A markup. Well, why would someone mark up something? Well, here's the answer. A markup is the same thing as a percent increase, in which a product is usually bought at wholesale and is increased to make a profit. So, Anthony bought baseball hats at a wholesale store at the cost of $10 each. He then opens a store named Anthony's Awesome Accessories and Hats. He marks up the price of new hats by 75% and sells them to eager customers to make a profit. So how much money did he mark up the price of each hat? And what is the final price for a hat? Well, just as you expected, we first change the percent to a decimal. That is correct. So 75% is changed into the decimal 0.75. Next, we multiply them together. So 0.75 times 10 equals 7.5. So the markup for the hats is $7.50. Next, we add the original price and markup together to get the final price. So 10 plus $7.50 equals, yes, that's right, the final price for Anthony's hats is $17.50. Thanks for joining me today as I expand your vocabulary and your knowledge of math. I hope this has explained more a little bit about math and expanded your mind. Thank you, and so long.